So, really good trip down to Maidstone Harley Davidson, just discussing stage 2. I managed to speak to one of the technicians and they're really helpful. We had a chat about doing stage 2 and what I was looking to get from it. Now what he said was, if I'm looking for the potato sound, I'm not going to get that from stage 2. He said because of the type of engine, fuel injected and stuff like that, you're not going to get the traditional chopped sound from the exhaust. So if I'm looking to do that, then that's not going to happen. But what I will get with stage 2 is balls out fun. So he said it's good to know this before we start. If I'm looking for increasing sound, then I need to change the headers on the bike, because he said like there's still baffles in the headers and I need to change them. Now I'm not looking to increase the sound of the bike. I'm really not. I'm quite confident. I'm quite happy. It's got a deep rumble. I'm not looking to increase the volume. I quite like being a little bit more discreet and not being obnoxious with the pipes. Loud enough for what I need. I say I was just looking for the chop. So he said it would sound the same, roughly the same. So okay, do I want to spend the money just to get more fun on the bike? Now the bike I have has got more than enough power for me at the moment. It would be nice to have a little bit more torque at the lower end, but it's not the be all and end all of everything, because as I say, it's fun. So I don't know. Now what we've got to look at as well is the cost. So it's £1,000 if we don't change the tuner, or around about £1,250 if we change the tuner. Now he said about the tuner I have is a Techno Research tuner, which he said was put out around about the 2020-2021, I think he said, to specifically tune these bikes, because they changed something to do with the mapping, and none of the other aftermarket people got on board or was aware of that, and they were the first ones on. So anybody that wanted the stage 1 had the Techno tuner, Techno Research tuner. Now he says he doesn't know how they perform with stage 2. He hasn't done one with stage 2. So what he did say is when he has used Techno Research and he's had been an issue, the after sales support from them has been awful. And he's contacted them and have never ever come back to him. So that's a little bit of a worry. He said their preferred tuner is a Dynojet tuner, I think he said, which is used many times, and it's more adjustable, got a lot more parameters within that, and it's a lifetime license with it, and it's about £200 and he said the beauty of them is their aftermarket support is brilliant. So he said if we start it and we work on it and it's a little bit not right, he contacts them and they'll send him a custom made map to download onto your bike, and it resolves the issue. So I like that. I do like that for the sake of an extra 200 odd quid. Maybe I'll look at doing that if I decide to go down that route. The other thing he said, I said about the miles per gallon, obviously we're going to be impacted, but by how much? Now this is where it comes into question, because he said when you have the stage 1 you're going to lose around about 30-40 miles off a tank. Now I haven't found that. I still get, I don't know what you guys get, but I get around about 220-225 miles out of tank, which I think is okay. But he said if I do it stage 2, I'll probably lose another 30 or 40 miles from a tank, so they're bringing that down to sort of 190 to 180. I need to do the math on that to see what the miles per gallon would be, but obviously that's quite an impact. I'm losing a gallon of fuel roughly compared to what I've got, so I don't know. So I've just got to weigh up the pros and cons. If I really want that extra power, then obviously I'll go with it, but I've got to look at the cost and I've got to look at the miles per gallon. I know everybody's going to say, well, if you're riding for fun you don't worry about miles per gallon, and I agree, but we're going through a massive cost of living crisis at the moment, and I don't know if that's something I should be looking at the moment. or maybe we should get through the winter here in the UK, because the cost of fuel, electricity and gas at the moment is absolutely astronomical, and it's going up even further. So I don't know whether I should save my pennies and see myself through the winter, and then when I have the 5,000 mile service done, which is due in around about 1,500 miles, whether I get the stage 2 done at that point, if I want to do that, because hopefully by that sort of time we'll be out of this economic crisis that we're in, and then I'll have a little bit more money to play with. So they're my dilemmas. But I must say, going down to actually speaking to one of the technicians has been really, really helpful, because you do all the research you want on the internet via YouTube and various forums, and you get various opinions, but you don't know how true they are. So it's good to go down and they say, actually speak to somebody who knows what they're talking about, hopefully. So he's guided me in the right direction. So yeah, really, really helpful. So that's it for another video. I hope you enjoyed that. Please leave your comments and thoughts below. If there's anything you think I could change, please leave some constructive criticism, and I'll try and change my content accordingly. But yeah, really enjoyed that. So ride safe, stay safe, and I will catch you next time. Take care.